Mhm. Okay. So I believe yesterday we have discussed until here, like we talked about editing file, how to add a file here. Let's see what's the recursive add here. So if you guys are really, practically implementing, I'll again tell you guys to be on your repository in which you are working. For example, if I go one step back, I'm in Git folder. This is the folder I have branch created for doing all my Git learning related works. So if I list, these are all the repositories that I have created. So yesterday we have created Git tetra here as a repository or the branch. Hmm. So see here what's happening. There is only one file. So basically what's happening if I echo something inside Abdul, and if I give the file name as abdul.txt, it is just creating abdul.txt file. Okay, so if I uh, do this, so list it is showing tetra or tetra.txt. Okay, sorry, I have did a mistake here. If you see, I haven't said where I should write this Abdul. I have to say write this Abdul inside the abdul.txt file. If I list it, I can see here there are two files. So when I try to run the git status, I can see there is a new branch here. Sorry, there is a new file here. We have to git add, git commit, what all, what all. So added new file. So everything is done. I run git status, always try to run git status, so it will show you where you stand here. So one step ahead, git push, origin main. See, it went into the origin. That's our remote repository here. Let me enter into my repository here. Mhm. So where is our repository? Git tetra. If you see, abdul.txt have been came to here. Like we can see that's already been added in the content. You can see Abdul will be there. So for the single file, you are doing like this. What if there are multiple files in this you have to do? So every time, for example, you have created a new 10 files, new coding files, new Python files. Every time you can't go and create everyone, and you can't do every time git add, git commit. Every time you can't do this, right? So what you can use there is when you come here to recursive add. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to just specify the path. He coming into the project. We are just checking the status. We are creating these directories inside the project. So let me show this example. I'm inside the repository. Okay, clear, and I'm running this. Make directories. We are saying create directory name level 1, and inside that create another directory level 2. Inside that create another directory level 3. Like that we are creating subdirectories here. So if you see here, there is level 1. If you go to cd level 1, if you see here, there is level 2. There are multiple directories now,
$13.
multiple folders there here. Okay, so for example, what he's doing here, if you see, we got multiple folders. We went into level 1. In level 1, we are creating one file, and in level 2, we are creating another file. In level 3 directory, we are creating another file and keeping some context or creating files, whatnot. Okay. For if you are creating three
Oh, yes,
files, what you usually know until now? Git add file name, git add file name. So, but when there are multiple files here, you can
sir.
simply give the command git add dot. Let me show you practically. So, oh God. So,
Yeah, I don't think
uh,
so.
so you are in level 2, right? Level 2. So if you can, whenever you want to see where you are, you can just come here. If you are confused, where am I? You can just give the PWD. It's saying you're inside Git folder which you created for the projects. Inside repository, you are into level 1. So here what you are creating, let's see, echo level 2 into create new file. This will automatically create new file even the new file is not there, .txt. See, inside level 1, there are two files. One is directory and there is level2.txt file. So let's go to level 2 folder. There is a difference. This is a text file and this is a folder. If you go to into level 2, and again, let me run this command with just small changes. Mhm. Level 3. If you see here. So just come back. You are here, right? So just come back to this step, not here. Just try to be yourself in the git tetra. So then you have to give dot slash dot slash. This two dots indicates go one step back. This two dots indicates go two steps back. So see, you came two steps back. PWD. Okay. So what we have done, we have done many files in this inside this. Inside level 1, we have created new file. Inside level 2, we have created another file. We have multiple files in this here, right? So if you run the git status here, see, it is saying untracked file level 1. And inside level 2 also you have untracked files. Inside level 1, there is file changes happened. Inside level 2 also file changes happened. So what you can do here, just git add. Instead of giving file name, you haven't just changed level 1 file, you changed level 2 file. So instead of changing files, this indicates git add dot indicates. Okay, let me make you clear first. It is saying you are inside git tetra. So git add dot means for everything. Like after all this, like inside whatever in git tetra, this all files, whatever the changes happen, add all those to the changes. So instead of saying individual name, you are saying what all new files got added. Just modify it. Now run git status. See, two files needs to be committed. Git commit, two files created. Just a message. Git status. It is simply saying you are just one ahead of adding it to the origin. I'm so lazy that I'm just going to clicking the upward key. So if you come back, you see here, see level 1 file got created. Inside level 1, there is level 2 file. Inside level 2, there is level 3 file. So for adding multiple files, you just have to give git dot there. That's how you are adding things recursively. That means recursively in this is many things, multiple files you can add it. Okay. Like I said yesterday, if you wanna create clear ls inside level 1 is a directory or repository or folder, whatever you can say. If you wanna delete it, the folder, you can't simply remove it. You have to give rm-rf here. Level 1. Yes. See? Then it gets deleted. Recursive delete. That's called as recursive delete. Uh Today what I'm trying to do is, because your topic is done, I'm trying to introduce you the concept called branching here. Instead of going all this, these are like basics. I will still cover this, but I wanna cover main topics like branches. When you come here, just run git branch command. I'm inside branch main. Just ignore branch one. That I did just for practice. I would show you. Pull request. Pull request. Okay, see, just come to Git tetra. Like I said, when we create a repository, basically default branch main will be created. This one I have created. Okay, so what happens is, let me take you through this image. Okay, I believe everyone can see this image, right? So just ignore master or main, both are same. Okay, like I said, that's just a naming convention. By default, main or master branch gets created in the GitHub repository. So whatever the changes we are doing in our directory, we are directly pushing it to the master. So when we did some changes here, what we did, we just given command git push origin. We are saying, hey, push these changes to the origin remote main branch in the repository. But in real time, we really won't do that stuff because let's see, let's say there are 10 employees. There are 10 employees in our company, like we are 10 guys. We have to work on the change. For example, our manager said like, hey, I just don't need level, I mean, just change the content of the level 1 file. So we 5 people are working on the level 1 file. So we have did our changes locally. We just cloned it. We kept into our local machine. We have made the changes and we have pushing to where we can't push to main branch because out of 5 guys we can't be sure like 5 guys are also writing the code correctly, right? That's just a your views of the code. That's not a right code because from main branch only your code gets deployed or redeployed or anything main things can be done. So in main branch you can't directly uh, insert the changes. So for that, what happens? We will create different branches. For your easy understanding, I can say I can take easy names here. Like Money will be creating a branch named Money. Synthim creates his own branch Synthim. Nitish will create his own branch Nitin. Kanala will create his own branch Kanala. So there will be many branches. You guys will create your own branches locally in your local machine, and you will push that branches, I mean changes to here. For example, I have created a branch one. Whatever changes I am doing, I will previously I just did git push origin main, but in practical I will do git push origin branch one so that my branch will come here. I mean my changes will come here. Once my team lead sees this branch, we will generate PR pull request. Once we push the code to the remote, this repository into the branch, we will raise the PR. PR means pull request. In that pull request, we will write the comments, whatever it is, what's the change about. Once that team lead or the guy, whoever has the access to approve our code, he will merge it to main. He will merge that code to main. Then only that code gets deployed. So we can't simply do the changes push to main. Until now, I have shown you this because it's just a beginning. So let's get to the branching concept here. Clear. Let's see if you want to check in which branch you are. It is saying in green, hey, you are in branch main. For you guys, this won't be visible because I have created it. So to create a branch, just give word git checkout. Checkout in the sense switch into that. Git switch into that. Checkout branch. You don't have any branches to switch. So create one. To create branches, give git checkout hyphen b uh, new branch. Okay. See, now if you want to see where in which branch you are, it is saying you are in branch one, a new branch, because when creating the branch with git checkout dash b, you already said git checkout. So it is saying create a branch and checkout into that, switch into that. So we are in git branch. So whenever you start working, just come and check where you are, git branch. Okay. So here, next what? So whatever the changes you do here, that only affects new branch, that won't affect main branch. So for example, let's list. Now there are two files in abdul.txt. Let me do. You can do this file modifications in Notepad. I'm using VI Code. You can use Notepad, Visual Studio Code, whatever it is. Just you have to open file and do some modifications. Abdul.txt. I'm giving enter. Abdul is a student. Escape. Okay. I have made a file change. If you run the git status, what will happen? Status. It is saying, observe here, it is saying abdul.txt file got modified. Previously, we have deleted two files. If you see, I have shown you that rm-rf level 1 directory have deleted, right? And inside that, we have all these files. So, even that change is also visible. It is saying, hey, you have these changes, all these changes. Git will not forget anything. It will say, hey, these are the changes you have forgotten. So you have to just give git add dot, because there are multiple modifications. You can just give add. Okay. Now just run git status. Git commit. Now see, every time I'm giving commit, git commit m, just message new branch got created. This message is for your reference. See, this is there. Now if you run git status, it is saying on new branch nothing to commit. Work tree is clean. I have created a branch name, new branch. But if you come and refresh here, where is your new branch? It is still not here because we haven't pushed this branch also to the repository. We haven't told it, right? Hey, go to the repo. We haven't told it. So we have to mention it. Git push. It is saying to push the current branch and set the remote as upstream. Use this command git push set upstream origin new branch. It is saying in origin, set up a new branch called set up a branch called new branch. Just copy. What's the command? Okay, so it is saying create a pull request for new branch. It is saying, see, like I said, pull request is something that someone has to approve your branch. So, for example, there is employee called Vamsi. He created his own branch because he wants to do some changes from his side and he want to contribute to the project. So before doing all this stuff, he have to ask to his team lead, hey, I'm creating a new branch. I need access for the new branch. Give me access. Once he approves how he can request through pull request. Once he approves that, your team lead, you will be able to create a branch and you will be having your own branch in GitHub repository so that you can push the changes there. Let me show you here. I have created a branch. Now it is saying, see, when you come into Git, it automatically shows new branch has two pushes, had recent pushes 2 seconds ago. So it is saying compare and create a pull request. Come here. I have given message there. Git commit m message. See, that's always helpful. It is showing new branch got created. That's new message. Here what I'm saying for Sam. For example, I have created this branch to show how branching works. I have created a pull request. You have to give everything in detail here. So this is called your pull request link. So sorry, this is your pull request. Basically, you will keep this link for your team leads or whoever you say. Hey, you can say anyone who from whom you need access. You just have to copy this, and you have to give this link to them, and you can ask them, hey, please accept this pull request. Please accept this. This is the change I'm doing. They will open this pull request link, and they can see this. In this pull request, they can also see this. For example, I have created this branch to show the branching works. Here, I am only the owner of this, so I can only merge this pull request. But in real time, your team lead or someone has to approve this. Okay, so they will read this. They will understand. Okay, this guy created the branch for the easy understanding or learning. They will say merge pull request, and it's asking confirm merge. Merge is nothing but merging everything with the main. Main, I said main is main. Inside main, you will keep the main code. So we are merging this change. So don't get confused. I will show you here. If you come here, now you can see new branch. See, there is no new branch. For the creating of new branch, you have to raise a pull request. Only once your pull request get approved, your new branch has been created. If you go into new branch, there are some files. Remember, locally, I have just modified abdul.txt file. That is, Abdul is a student. If you come back here, in main, if you see abdul.txt, sorry. Okay, okay, I understood. I did. There is nothing to worry. I have merged my changes, my branch to new branch from new branch to main, right? So basically, I have did my changes into the new branch. Once I have asked my team lead or someone to approve my pull request and merge it to main, my changes that I did here in new branch have been merged with the main branch. Okay, let me show you another example here. Let me clear all this thing. Uh, and again, let's see where we are stand. Git branch, we're in Git branch. Let's do ls. Let's modify abdul.txt again. Oops. Vi abdul.txt. Insert more abdul.student and now graduated. I have modified the file. Its status. Always remember, we are in new branch. We are not doing our change in main branch. Okay. Git status. It is saying new file have been modified. Modified, not created. So file got modified. We will do git add. It's saying, hey, you haven't mentioned which file. There are two files. So you have to give git add. Git commit dash m abdul.txt. Okay. Now let's run git status. What it is saying, your branch is one step ahead, going to the new branch. It is not saying, hey, your change is just one step to go to main branch. It is saying, see, is that image? I have to show you that to easily understand this. Tick, tick, tick. So yeah, see, we have added, committed, and this is remote repository main. Previously, it used to say, hey, you are just one step ahead to go to main branch. But now it is saying, you are just one step ahead to go to, what is that? New branch. It is not saying origin main branch. It is saying origin new branch because you're working in main new branch, right? So it is talking only about that. So we just have to give good push origin new. What's your branch name? New branch. See, my changes got pushed to new branch. If I come here, if I refresh, it's saying Abdul is student here, but in new branch, I'm sorry, I just got a call. So if you see, if you see here, uh, come to git tetra, we're in new branch, go to abdul.txt. Abdul is a student and now graduated. If you come to main branch, it is just showing Abdul is a student. Here you find the difference. In main, Abdul is still a student. In new branch, Abdul is a student and now graduated. So what you understood here? So let's see. This is the main thing here. Understand? This is the main code, and your manager team lead said, "Hey, modify Abdul file. You have created your own branch. You placed into your branch. You placed the change into this branch, but you haven't pushed the change to here. Once, for example, let's see. Let's assume I'm your team lead. When I felt like okay, I will open this pull request. I'll see, okay, Abdul is a student now graduated. Okay, this code looks good. Then only I will push this code to the main branch. If, for example, if you haven't made the change exactly that like I need, then I won't approve this. I will say, hey, do some changes. You still haven't did it well. You can still make it well. So only when my code is good, then only I can push it to main, so that why we are doing all this stuff, because from the main branch only our deployments redeployments happen, so we don't want to face issues in the deployment stage. That's why we will take this care. So once everything is good in new branch, then only we will push it to main branch. Until then we won't push it there. Okay. And what I can say here, and when I come here into the new branch, and it would show you also, this is the beauty of the git, like it would show you this is the commit number, and it would say this has happened 4 minutes ago. There is still a lot advantages because of GitHub. You can compare the code. There is just one code, this is simple code, that's why you can't understand. For example, let's see, there are four candidates in your team. You guys can compare what the other guy did in coding. You guys can compare which line was modified. You guys can compare. For example, this is my branch, there is another branch. You can compare which code looks good, what are the changes he made, that's why his code is running. You can understand this. You can look the difference between the codes there. And when you come back, it is saying your branch, this branch is one commit ahead of three commits behind main. It is saying there are changes here. There is just one commit ahead to reach it to the main. See, if you want to see, it is showing in brain branch, it is here there. What you did newly, so that's why it is showing plus symbol. You have newly added Abdul Salam, Abdul is a student and now graduated, is in highlighted. So it is saying, hey, these are the changes you made. You will create a pull request. You will say to your manager, team lead, uh, new item got added or file got modified. I'll create the pull request. Okay. See, I'll create the pull request and I'll place this link. My manager will see this and he will read also this. He will read this, like a new item got added or file got modified. Okay, he will go into the file. He will see this commits. He will go inside this and see these changes there. Okay, okay, this is the thing Abdul got modified. Okay, this looks good. I can improve this pull request. He will feel like that. And he will merge this to the main branch, from new to main branch. See, successfully merged. Merged one commit into main from new branch. So my file got modified. See, now it is showing in main branch also. Abdul is a student and now graduated. This is how safely we are doing this. Once code is looking good and everything looks fine, then only code will get modified from here to there. So I believe this is one of the important topic I have covered today. So tomorrow I can discuss more on merge conflicts. There are some conflicts. You know what's the conflict? Conflict is some fight, some issues. So, what would be the issues you would be facing in day-to-day life when you are doing your jobs? When you are trying to create a pull request, it's automatically getting created without any issues. But in real time, you will face issues when there are uh, like file refreshing happened, haven't happened. I haven't told you concepts about git pull and git fetch. These concepts I haven't told you. I can discuss these concepts tomorrow, like about git pull, git merge, and I can cover these topics also tomorrow. So these are like basic commands. These are you haven't have to worry much about this. So you do not have to worry about these things. I can discuss this tomorrow along with the merge conflicts and git pull and git fetch concepts. Mm, yeah, I have stopped sharing my screen. So yeah, these are the topics for today. I will discuss remaining topics with you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining.